Hello, everybody. I'm glad to see some of you already on here with us. Feel free to join in on the chat, and we're going to go live here. It says in about another 3 minutes. We're actually a little early this evening, but I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff to talk about, so jump on here and chat with me. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you. It's been a long time. Hey, guess what? Hey, Mark.
Hey Dave, how you doing tonight?
Shoot, if I was any better, I'd be you. I'm doing great, man. We're on here live. It looks like we got some. Oh my goodness, look at the chatters coming on board with Nancy Tolliver. How you doing, Nancy? I'm glad to see you. I've been meaning to say hello to you before now, but yeah, things have been kind of crazy. And I see Joycelyn Valentine. I better get my glasses on. I'm going to mispronounce names, and everybody's going to be mad at me. Hold on here. Okay, Joycelyn Valentine. Hey, Joycelyn. And then Shelly Workman, our old friend Shelly. She says, hi, David. Hey, they don't say hi to you, though, Mark.
I'm
Let's
just
see.
the weather guy.
Let's Summon Dinner. Hey, that's a great handle for a person. They got Let's Summon Dinner is the handle on here. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, everybody. It's been a while since I've been on with you, and there's been a lot of reasons for that. Partly the holidays, partly all kinds of other stuff in life getting in the way, and there just wasn't any weather. And Nancy Toller says, hi, Mark.
Hi Nancy.
Don't get too, no, never mind, I'm just joking. Yeah, it's been a real time. And, I've been watching these storm systems. Have you ever noticed how they come in and the snow just looks like it's going to get here and it just doesn't quite make it? It seems
Yes.
like that's the story of our life here lately.
Yeah, we just can't seem to get the cold air to quite sync up with the moisture coming in. It's just not working out quite right yet.
But we know that's going to change.
Yes,
And
indeed.
in the early winter outlook I put out, I did mention the magic date of December 14th, give or take a day or two. And now there is a storm showing up for that date already. And, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Right now, let's look at the radar marker, what we've got coming in tonight and into tomorrow.
Well, we've got a big, broad area of light rain and rain showers moving in towards us. It's just getting to the Mississippi River right now and moving on in our direction. So it'll be in probably over the whole area by midnight. And then we'll just have a rainy, wet night and early morning tomorrow morning. Then it'll be moving on off from there.
Yeah, it looks like it may taper off to drizzle and showery stuff. We still got a cold front's got to come through sometime tomorrow. I think it's going to be. Did it look to you like it's going to be more midday or afternoon? What do you think?
It's looking like it's probably going to be probably on toward evening. And then there's still going to be a slight chance of rain all the way through later tomorrow night. But it's just going to be a very small chance, like 20%.
Yeah, and we haven't hit on this very hard about the wind that may pick up in front of that front. I saw some places they were talking about 25 to 30, maybe even 35 mile an hour wind gusts. So that's going to be blowing things around a pretty good bit. Everybody, if you put up Christmas decorations already, you may want to secure those a little better. It's going to be pretty windy. One more thing. Oh, wait a minute. We got Michael Nail says hi, Mark.
Michael Nail.
And Chris.
Michael Nail is an old friend of mine.
Well, I'm sorry for his luck. No, I'm kidding. Chris Meacham, he's an old friend of mine and yours, I guess. He says, good evening, everyone. He's on my bowling league tonight. No, he says, good evening to everyone on my bowling league tonight. And then Cheryl Bolt says, hi, guys, listening from Texas. Hey, Cheryl, hope you're having a good time down there. And then Robert Stites says, hello, Dave, and to you too, Mark. So,
Hello, Robert.
Welcome aboard, everyone. We've got several viewers, and I always enjoy talking to you. When I don't talk to you, as long as we have this time, it's just been a dry spell. There's been no weather to speak of, and there's really nothing eventful to get on and just say, hey, okay, we're on here, so what are we going to talk about? We do have some things to talk about, and what we're going to do is we're going to talk about, let me see if I can make sure I've got the right button over here to push. This is a little storm coming in, but it's not the only storm we're dealing with. We're dealing with a storm, a geomagnetic storm that's come off the sun, and I'm going to see if I can change this over. No, I picked the wrong button. Okay, here we go. I found it. There we are. See the sun? I see all the sunspots on there. Well, that one sunspot, I want to say it was 3,500, I believe, set active area there. That's the one that blew up yesterday. And I'm going to see if I've got this video of the explosion. That NASA or NOAA recorded it. Here we go. And that's what it looked like when it came off the sun. And they're calling it a cannibal CME. CME means coronal mass ejection. In other words, it's basically material thrown off the sun with a solar flare. But this one's a little fast moving. And a few days ago, or a day or two ago, there was another CME that came off the sun. And it's not moving as fast as this one. And the way they're talking, this one is going to overtake the one that's already headed. And it's going to be called a cannibal CME, a cannibal coronal mass ejection. Boy, that's a mouthful, too, if you try to say it very fast. The net effect, now this is, a lot of people are saying, oh, that's scary. It can appear scary, and anytime you're dealing with something that we don't have any control over, like stuff in space, yeah, it can be a little, a little awakening type of thing. But from what I'm seeing, this is not going to cause us any major problems, even though it could be a very strong solar flare. What will happen, though, is probably we'll have interruption in radio and satellite transmissions, and GPS units won't work. Most of that will not be long lived, but it is something that when you start seeing, if you're using radio, walkie-talkies, things like that, you may have problems transmitting. And we'll just have to watch this, see how it goes. But the other thing that'll happen is you may get some interruption in TV signals that come in on satellites. I don't know if Starlink is up. I guess Starlink is up from for service now, isn't it, on other parts of the world?
I believe it is.
So it could affect that. We'll just have to see. I don't think we really know exactly what it's going to do, but it's nothing to be overly concerned about. But it is something that could see some northern lights. It could be as far south as Florida, from what I heard. So I don't think we'll be able to see much because we're going to have cloudy skies for really a little while. And so I'm going to go back over here to the radar. And I wanted to talk to you guys about that and let you know that that is a geomagnetic storm that we're going to be experiencing tomorrow. It's expected to hit Earth at about noonish tomorrow, December 1st. And so when you start seeing, if you're watching TV or something, you start seeing some strange stuff like going to staticky and stuff, then that's probably in all likelihood what's happening. The other thing I want to talk about is our future in weather and the things that's going on as far as the weather goes. You know, we've just been flirting with the S word, the snow word. Just hasn't quite had enough pack to get in here to our area. Now, some of the places up north have already gotten some, and you know, it's kind of festive, but nothing really major. It's all been fairly quiet. You and I were looking at one of the weather cameras. Let me see if I can get one of them. Well, I'm going to see if I can get one of them back up real quick. I think we were looking out in Kansas the other day, Mark, didn't we? Where we saw the snow out on the ground.
Yeah, I believe it was Kansas.
Right now, I'm going to put this into winter weather mode. And let's zoom out here. As you can see, we got a lot of rain coming our way. We're going to come back and talk about that here in a minute. And there we have some snow in Colorado, which is where you would expect. That's higher elevation stuff. But you know what? This is the time of the year. I still, as old as I am, get excited looking out my window watching the snow come down. Just seeing it for the first time, say, wow, it's snowing, you know. Yeah. And then you start.
As long as I don't have to drive in it.
Well, that's true. You know, the perfect snow is one that doesn't get on the roadway, and we have some of those around this area especially. But we don't have anything close to us right now. We do have this, out in Oklahoma, this special weather statement. Let's see if I can see what that is. Here we go. Well, gusty winds will knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured object. Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. So, yeah, this is something that we're going to keep an eye on for tomorrow, because they are saying that we could get some winds tomorrow. This would not be part of that. I believe this would be on up out of our area. But as we go on further east towards Kentucky, we're in Arkansas, and now we're seeing Hopkinsville, Clarksville, Nashville. This is just going to keep on moving in here this evening. And I think that by morning, though, the majority of the rainfall will be over with. I went back to get off the winter weather mode. And so what we'll get maybe is, Mark, a nice night to sleep. I haven't had a good night's sleep in so long.
It should be a good night to sleep, just a little pitter-patter of light rain.
Right. So the next thing we're going to be watching is a storm. You remember, like I said, back around when I did the early winter outlook, I said I would expect our first snowfall to be around the 14th of December, give or take a couple of days. And now we actually have a storm showing up on, I think, the 13th. So, you know, we'll see what happens. It could go either way on it. It could be, if the track is right, we could get snow out of it. If the track is the other way, we could get some severe weather. We'll have to watch that pretty closely. I've forgotten what thunder sounds like. It's been so long since we even had a thunderstorm. You know, I wouldn't know how to act. You know, and this is really in our fall severe season, and you know, as we well know, that severe weather can happen anytime, as we saw in December of 2 years ago.
Yep, 2 years ago coming up.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about that nightmare like that. That was pretty nasty. So Anyway, I don't see that happening. The pattern just doesn't seem like it's going to be one that's going to cause us to have any severe weather anytime right away. And I do think that they're saying still this is following the 2009 pattern. And as we know, 2009, the great ice storm, sure don't want to see that. But what I'm seeing, if this holds true, I think that when we get past this storm on the 14th, it's going to calm down a little bit. We're kind of mellow out, kind of like what we are right now as far as the weather goes. And I think what we haven't heard from is the polar vortex. Now, all this time, that polar vortex has been up there in Canada, building and building and building. Actually, it's up on the North Pole in that vicinity. And it's getting colder and colder. So something has to give to cause it to break loose and come down to the United States. And once that sudden stratospheric warming occurs, which is what it takes to drive that southward, it takes about 10 days for it to get here. And right now, timeline, I'd say it's around Christmas. It could be a few days before, a few days after. It could be right on it. I don't know. We're going to have to watch that too. So snow lovers, you've got a lot to look forward to. Hey, it's not even winter yet. We're still in fall. It doesn't become winter until December the 21st, which,
That's right.
yeah, and that's the shortest day of the year. So anyway, we'll see how this plays out. Come on, guys, chat with me a little bit. Everybody's just gotten quiet. I didn't mean to. Did I bore you? Did you go to sleep on me out there? Come on, wake up. But anyway, yeah, it's something that's going to be interesting. I hope you guys know that we're going to keep you informed on this as the snow comes in and things like that happen. I think that we're going to try to carry it live if we get a snow event. Somebody will be on here anyway, I would think, and
Yeah.
I hope it's me and Mark, but I hope it don't get too bad so we can get home from here anyway. I don't think I want to spend days on end here like we did that ice storm that time, but
No, that wasn't a lot of fun.
oh no, it wasn't. I tell you right now, it was a miserable time. I think I spent 48 hours without any sleep or anything, didn't we, Mark? I mean,
Yeah, speak for yourself. I spent 72.
oh, well, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you slept here a little bit more. I was able to get a hitch with one of the jail crews who got me home because they had some kind of special vehicle that got me there. So I was glad to get there, but then I didn't have any electricity, so it was moot point. But anyway, let's hope we don't have anything like that anytime soon or facing us. I don't really think we will. It seems like that the overall pattern is cooler than what they have been. So in years past, we are in a El Nino type pattern. It's centered a little further west, which means it is called a Mordecai El Nino. But Mark, I'm seeing signs that it's breaking down. It's probably not going to get us all the way through to spring.
I've been seeing a lot of chatter about that as well online. People talking about, well, this El Nino is not going to be as strong as we thought, but I guess we have to wait and see.
Yeah, that's about the truth because, when you've got a typical Mordecai El Nino, we do get pretty good snowstorm. And we've got that kind of a pattern where you have the southern storms and you have the northern stream, which that's what you need to get, they have to phase together where, in other words, that means they're close proximity of each other where you can get the cold air from the north and the moisture from the south and you get a snowstorm. And that's basically what happens. So many times in our area, we're right on the borderline. In fact, I don't see any changes in that anytime soon, as we've seen already this year. So, yeah, it's one of those things. We'll just keep an eye on it. Hey, Robert Stice says that ice storm was crazy, and it was. And then Ann Shelton says, very interesting weather information, and I will be praying that we do not have a repeat of the worst of 2009.
Absolutely.
I'll join you in that. You know what, Mark? I need some more subscribers, guys. I need about 15 subscribers to hit that 3,000 mark. Surely, I've got some more people out there who haven't subscribed. And when you subscribe, you know what? Look here what I've got, Mark. Oops.
What have you got now?
I have a Watchers of the Wind cap. Ooh, I can't put it on my headsets. But yeah, it's a cap. Let me get over here where you can see it a little bit better. Oop. I'll get these cameras out right one of these days. But yeah, it's a nice looking cap. Amy brought this in to me, and she had just got it done when she came in. I said, oh, wow. I said, how much is it? She says, well, I'll have to let you know on that. But, yeah, if we are in the process of getting that online store up and going, and Amy's working diligently on that. She says the hats are $15. So, yeah, I guess that covers the cost of everything to get it done. But, yeah, you guys, if you want one of those hats, we've got an email address. I think that email is over on our main page. So if you'll get that email address and send an email to Amy, it might say that I'm the one that's answering, but actually it's Amy. She likes to do that to me sometimes. So, I kind of makes me feel bad that she does that because she can say anything she wants and everybody thinks it's me. But anyway, Heather Clay says, hello, David. Hi, Heather. How you doing? And I hope you guys are having a great night out there. Get ready for some good sleeping weather. It's just about, let's see. Let me put this thing in motion. And let's see.
And Dave, you know what the best part is?
What's that?
Tomorrow is Friday.
No. Woohoo! We don't have to go into work till afternoon tomorrow. So,
Yeah, and we're off for the weekend.
Yeah, Mark and I work at the same place. We got the same schedule. Heather says, hi, Mark. I can see
Hi,
that.
Heather.
I overdid it when I said nobody saying hi to Mark. And everybody's saying hi to you and not saying hi to me. Well, no, I'm just joking. But anyway. But we've got a lot of viewers on. I really appreciate it. Keep on going. Heather says she's ready for the weekend. Today is my Friday, she says. I have a 3-day weekend. You lucky dog.
Excellent.
I swear, that is great. Yeah. Let's see. Christy S. says the ice storm of 94 was way worse than 2009 in my opinion. I at least had power in the 2009 one, but I spent several weeks without power in the 1994 one. I tell you what, neither one of them were any fun.
Right. The 94 one hit a little farther to the south because in 1994, Hopkinsville, we had an inch and a half of ice on everything here.
Wow.
And in the 2009 storm, we had maybe half an inch. Depending on which part of town. If you went south of Hopkinsville in 2009, all they got was rain.
Right, all right. Hopkinsville was actually a dividing line, and we actually were the relief efforts. Emergency management came over and took over our ham radio system because that was the only communication of those counties off to our north and west. And so or at least they were able to get relief efforts in there to them. And yeah, I remember that very, very well. But anyway, let's see here. Dave, hey Dave, our buddy Dave is on here. He says, howdy, Mike and David. Glad to see you, Dave. Are you doing
Who's
fine?
Mike?
Huh?
Who's Mike?
Oh, that's, yeah, he didn't remember your name.
I am teasing. I am teasing.
Oh, me. You froze up for a second there with your mouth open, Mark. I don't know what happened to you. Yeah, like that. But
I saw that. I don't know what happened.
yeah, but at least you're back to normal now. I'm glad you didn't freeze that way. So let's see, what were we talking about? Okay, we were talking more about, Tracy Runyon says, greetings, David and Mike. How are we all? And Dave corrected himself. He says, Mark. Dave, it's good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you're on here with us. We always look for you when we're on because you've kind of become a pretty good friend, and we've enjoyed talking to you. He's in Huntington, West Virginia, isn't he, Mark? Isn't that where he's from?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. Dave says spell check.
Yeah, that'll get you every time.
You know, have you ever had a word that even spell check didn't help you any? You know, it just would not give you the
Sometimes.
correct. Yeah. So I just have to find a different word for it. That's what I do. But anyway. Okay, so let's look at this radar again here a little bit. I'm going to pull out some so we can get a little bit better look about how widespread the rain is. It's pretty good widespread rain. But you'll notice that the heaviest stuff is going just to the west of us. That's because that low is, at first it was going to come right over the top of us. And so instead now it has tracked a little further to the west and to the north. Oh, Dave has donated $50 to us, Mark. What are we going to do with him? We're going to have to.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, Amy, do something special for Dave. She said, what?
I think he's already got a cup and a logo. Maybe we can send him a hat.
He's going to get this hat right here. Let's see if I can get it back in the Watches the Wind hat. Here, I'll give it to you to send out to him. Where are you, Amy? Oh, okay.
And Heather Clay, I agree. I would much rather have snow than ice. I
Yeah.
guarantee you. So very much so. I hope we get snow rather than ice this year.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Oh, Mary Vervey says, "Hi, David, Mark. I still have snow on the ground here." Let's see. You're up in Michigan, I think, aren't you, Mary? And Dave says, "Happy holidays." Awesome. You'd be glad to get the hat.
Merry Christmas
Yeah, absolutely.
and a Happy New Year.
And all the other things that goes along with this time of year.
Yeah.
Tracy Runyon says, "Getting some light drizzle around here. May get some rain tonight." Let's see, where are you, Tracy? I did know I've seen you on here before, but I don't remember exactly where you were located. Let's see. Anyway, Dave, I do appreciate that donation. That was very nice of you, and we won't forget it.
Absolutely.
If you ever
We
get
really
down
appreciate
this, yeah, if you ever get down this way, give us a hot. I got it. Yeah, Dave, it's super chat. I have this little music comes up in my ear when somebody does that. It's so nice, when I hear that little musical instrument. I do want to encourage everybody, please subscribe to this channel. I need about 14 or 15 more subscribers to hit 3,000. And that would be very nice. Let's see. Okay, I've had some increases. They say that I have 2,989, so I just need 11 subscribers. Come on.
Yeah.
You got to
And
be 11
Tracy-
of you out there that will subscribe for me.
And Tracy Runyon says she is south of Kansas City in Grandview.
And we know where that was because that's the camera we looked at the other day, and it was it did have snow on the ground. You had beautiful snow. I think you got about 2 inches, I think, Tracy, from the way it looked on the cameras. Might have been a little more, but yeah, that was nice. I do have some news. I have found my snow cream recipe booklet, and I'm going to put it all together in a little booklet, and I'm going to be offering it to you guys. Don't know how I'm going to do it exactly yet. I still got some more work to do on it. But when I get done, I'm going to be hollering, "Hey, get my snow cream book so you can get all the snow cream you want." Let's see. Jennifer Shaver says, "I just got on. Where is the snow coming? When is the snow coming?" So I think what she meant is,
Or maybe where, depending on where she is.
it depends on where you are. Yeah, where are you, Jennifer? Let us know. Dave says, "You're very welcome. Merry Christmas." Dave, you know how we feel about you, brother. If you ever get up this way, you let us know, and we'll give you a grand tour of the place. May even talk Mark into buying you lunch.
Could be.
Yeah, you never know. Okay, Jennifer says she's in Madisonville. Well,
Yeah. We're not talking about right now or tonight anytime real soon, Jennifer. We're just talking about the models are showing the potential for a storm that could have some snow in it, starting maybe around the 12th of December up to the 14th.
yeah,
So
and
still a little ways out.
I think I promised everybody I'd do a full winter update, but to be honest with you, the things have been so changeable. I just have not been able to pin it all down yet. I'm close now. So okay, Tracy Runyon says she'd like to get some Merc. Says, "Can I get a link?" Tracy, if you go to our homepage, isn't it, Amy? Is it the homepage? And there's an email address on there. If you will email that address, someone will answer you. Probably would be Amy, even though it might look like it's me, but she set it up so that it looks like me talking and it's actually her. But anyway, and she can get you fixed up on that. We are in the process of getting actually an online store now going. We've changed a little bit about how we were going to do this, so now we're going to an actual online store, and we'll definitely let you know when that happens. Heather Clay says, "So how much ice are we talking?" LOL.
None.
Well, we're not talking about any right now. None. But I think if we get any, it's not going to be as much in our area as it would be, in my opinion. It's going to be more of a southerly one and probably not affect us. We would get the snow if everything goes according to the way it looks.
And again, that's pretty far out in the future.
Yeah.
Remember, our storm in 2009 didn't happen until the end of January.
Absolutely. So I will tell you, all right, I started talking about this a minute ago. I didn't get finished, and we were talking about what the trends are for the winter coming. And I haven't finished it all up yet, and I'm still getting my head wrapped around some of it. And I'm going to try to do a full winter update soon. I just don't have an exact timing on it yet, but it does look like that we'll get to the 15th, which is when I think that we will see our first chance at a decent snow. And I say decent, it means just an accumulating snow of an inch or more. Who knows? But once we get past that, we're going to go back into a pattern similar to what we've got right now. It's going to be cool. It's not going to be hot or anything like that until we get to around Christmas, either just before it or right after it, or maybe even on Christmas. It looks like the polar vortex will come into play, and that would bring some very cold air down. It also would bring, with a southern stream active, that could be a pretty good snow. In fact, I think that as we get into the latter part of December and January and February and maybe even the first part of March look absolutely wintry, a typical wintry type thing. I think we will see snows. I think there's a chance we'll see some ice. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case because the pattern certainly looks like it's going to be colder than it was in 2009. And if that's the case, then hopefully it will stay all snow. Jennifer Shaver, Dave says amen, and Jennifer Shaver says okay, thank you. Robert Stites says need to hang Christmas lights. Will Saturday be clear or rainy? Yeah, Mark, that's a good question. I've seen 2 or 3 different scenarios. They're saying now, the last I saw was that it would probably be Saturday would probably be dry for the most part, with maybe some showers coming in Saturday night. Is that what you're seeing?
Well, they're calling now for about a 30% chance of rain, mainly before noon.
Okay.
Mostly cloudy. It's going to be fairly nice, highs in the upper 50s. And then starting in Saturday night, a 30% chance of rain after midnight. So.
Okay. So, and then Heather Clay says, that's fine with me. I work TSC, so I travel between here and Russellville. Okay. Tracy Runyon says, is the home page on Facebook? No, it would be, do a search for, well, you're already on there if you're talking to me.
About me section.
Hold on a minute. Do what?
The about me section.
Okay, it's in the about me section on the page. Go to about this page, and you will see an email address there, and that's where you will find the ability to go to the link. Amy's on there talking to you now, so she's giving you the email address. So yeah, if you look for that. Hey, Andrea Cook is on here with us. Say hi, Andrea. And then Tracy Runyon says, got you, Amy. She's going to be in communication with you. So anyway, so that's how I see it for the winter. It does look like, I promise you guys, this is not going to be a snowless winter by any stretch of the imagination. I do think we're going to get some decent snows. The question is when and what's the track, and there's a lot of stuff has to come together. So one of the other things I want to do is I want to look at some of these weather cams because our technician here, Shane, has showed me some neat stuff. First of all, it's raining there. This is, where is this? Truman, Arkansas. But he also showed me if I push this little button here, hey, I can move this thing around. We can see it and we can talk about it. How about that? It tells me that the temperature there is 45 degrees, but wind gusting up to 2.3 miles per hour, which is not much, But I thought that was just kind of neat that we found this ability to do this. It seemed like we're finding something new with our stuff all the time. Let's see if I can get back. Yeah, here we go. So I can go in and out of the, well, I said I could. Okay, now it's locked up. I will not be able to, what is going on here? Sometimes all a technician has to do is walk over and touch something and it starts working.
That's why he's a technician.
I guess so, But let's see. Andrea Cook says, how bad is this going to be with this winter? Okay, hopefully I've already answered that, and hopefully you were on when I said it. I think it is going to be a pretty crazy time. And Mary Kay Simmons says, got my window sticker. Yeah, thank you, David, my food line buddy. Hugs. Yeah, I did give her a big hug the other day when I saw her there. She's a good person. Tracy Runyon says, thanks, Amy. We'll be in touch this weekend. Okay. So we got some stuff to get out to these folks out here. I'm waiting to
Yep.
see. Have I got any more subscribers? No subscribers yet. Come on. I need 11 subscribers is all I need. 11. So if you're on here and you have subscribed, you're part of. Oh, wait a minute. Amy, I see Andrea Cook says she hasn't got her sticker yet, so how does she get it? She's working on it, Andrea. She'll be messaging you here in a moment. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, my goodness. Well, that's a sign of aging. Okay. I got a new subscriber. Somebody has subscribed. It'll show up here in a minute. I'll get this music thing. We've got 10 more subscribers to go. That's what I was going to talk about, because if you become a subscriber, you become a member of our tribe. And my tribe is called Watchers of the Wind. Woo! I thought it has kind of a nice flair to it. By the way, this is the design for Watchers of the Wind. This is the logo that you will get to put on the back of your vehicle if you like. You got to go through Amy and get that. And anyway, so I thought that maybe you guys would like to see what you become a part of whenever you become a subscriber. You're part of my tribe of Watchers of the Wind. And that kind of has a ring to it, because you guys watch the wind as much as we do sometimes. We all watch it because, obviously that's something you worry about. Okay, so let's see. I wonder if Mount Shasta is still visible or if it's gotten dark there. Because the last time I looked at that, well, it's getting pretty dark. But
but it looks like it's getting pretty cloud covered too.
yeah, it is. The top of it is covered in cloud. Earlier today when I saw it was beautiful blue sky, but you could see the snow blowing off the top of it. I thought, wow, that is really, really nice.
Yeah.
But anyway.
By the way, you'll notice the snow on Mount Shasta now reaches all the way down to the tree line.
Yes, it does. It sure does. So there's a little star right there or something, I guess, shining through the clouds. But you see the little village down here below us. And anyway, that's a beautiful place. I hope to go there one of these days. It's just beautiful. I wish it was anywhere but California. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Tracy says she likes the logo we came up with. I appreciate that. I think there's a general collaboration. There, that's what I was looking for. Yeah. Amy put a lot of thought into that, and I really like what she came up with, the final product. And but it has the right Native American flair. Now, here's the other thing. I know I've been lax because this was called Weather and Wisdom, and it was taken. The wisdom part came for the thoughts I did in my Facebook post. Everybody says, "Oh, you got to continue that on YouTube." I've been a little lax on that. It's not that I haven't wanted to. It's just that sometimes, I don't know. I just haven't come up with a good way of doing it. I did a few of them, a little video thing on them, and it seemed to be good. But you know what? You got to watch out for the music you use, because you don't want to get copyright strike or anything like that. So I'm having to be very careful about the music I use in that. And but overall, I think I'm going to start that up again and make it better for you. If you were also on Facebook, you might go to the Weather and Wisdom Facebook page and hit like on that. And then for those who are a part of if you're a subscriber, you can ask to join the Watchers of the Wind private page. If you haven't subscribed, you can't get in there. But if you have subscribed, then it provides a way for you to get there. So, just things to consider. It really haven't done a whole lot with it just yet. It's something we're working on. We're going to do some special things for those who are subscribers. All that's coming. It's just time. It takes time. We're a fairly new page. We've been on since March, and we decided to start this page just to help with the severe weather and everything. And then we get it started, and then bam, no severe weather. I don't even remember what it's like to thunder. So, right. I mean, that hasn't helped our cause a lot, but it's been fun getting on here and getting to know you guys that have joined us. Almost all of you that are on here have become friends. I mean, you've been on with us pretty much every time we come on, and that makes a lot of it makes a difference. It gives us a reason to want to be here with you. Amy Andrea says she sent you an email, so be watching for it. And Andrea, she'll get back with you, I promise you. If she don't, then you let me know and I'll give her a whooping or something. No, I won't. She'll probably whoop me, but anyway. Okay, so we are starting to wind things down a little bit, Mark. Have you got some other things you want to talk about, or the things that we haven't touched on?
Well, I just want to make sure everybody, the cold air is going to be back. The colder air is coming. The snow is coming. I want to make sure everybody's prepared for it. Make sure you've, like closed up your foundation vents and, gotten
Dis-
your windows closed up and ready to go. And make sure
Disconnected your
your heating
outside
system's
water.
good.
Yeah, disconnect your outside water hose.
Yeah. Put a cover over it if you want to do that. But, just make sure everything's bundled up for the winter and make sure everything is safe for the winter because we think a lot of you all, and we want to see all of you here with us come springtime. And we want to make sure nothing happens to you.
Oh, Shelly, you're so funny. She says, Dave, you know what that kind of wishing will do? I hear you. I hear you. And Andrea, don't egg her on. She says, LOL, okay. But anyway, so guys, I can't tell you how pleasurable it has been to be on here with you. We're probably going to shut this down because we're going to probably head home before the rain sets in for us. We're actually here in Hopkinsville, beautiful downtown Hopkinsville, actually on the kind of the west side. But we do hope to have some more cameras up here soon. I know that Michael Vance, our benefactor here, is looking at getting one somewhere over here in the lakes area, probably around Lakeshore. Is it Lakeshore Campground?
Lakeside.
Lakeside. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Hey, Mike,
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
It's at the bay for Jonathan Creek.
Right. Turtle Bay. No, wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to keep my mouth shut because it has been a long day. I've had a couple of hours sleep, and I cannot remember things very well today. But anyway, it has been a pleasure seeing you all. And so, Mark, have you got any last words you want to say?
Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy it. Don't let the rain stop you from doing anything. And again, Merry Christmas to everyone.
Okay, and with that, we're going to show our ending credits, and I'm going to say good night to you guys. We will see you soon again, and especially if we have some more weather coming in to tickle your fancy. So have a good evening.